Okay, it looks like here we go in the first round of the Modern League with the Hardened Scales affinity-ish deck, and my first thought was, wow, this hand's a mulligan. Then my next thought was, wait, there's a Mox Opal, maybe somehow not a mulligan, and then immediately, yes, this hand is in fact a mulligan. It doesn't do anything, so you should mulligan hands that do literally nothing. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. It's got an Arcbound Ravager and Ancient Stirrings. I have no clue what I'm doing, so I don't know if this hand is keepable. Maybe you're supposed to mulligan hands that don't do a whole lot, because to me this hand looks like it doesn't do anything, but I imagine Ancient Stirrings is pretty conducive to me being able to do things. It doesn't get Hardened Scales, but it gets everything else. So let's just keep this one. It's not very good. Man, Arcbound Worker, Jesus, what in the hell do I do? Sure, we'll put Arcbound Worker on top. So that's going to be our first draw step. I think I'm going to lead... Well, my opponent's on Burn. Ooh, he's on this deck. I'm going to lead with Arcbound Worker. Actually, I'm going to lead with Ancient Stirrings. Well, geez, man, I don't know. I'm going to lead off with Ancient Stirrings. Because if I find a 1-drop of Ancient Stirrings, I can play Arcbound Worker 1-drop next turn. Now these cards, I think I want the Steel Overseer. So I can go next turn Steel, and I don't think this is going to be good enough against Hollow One. Speaking of which, I didn't mention my opponent's probably playing Hollow One. It would be very surprising to me if he's playing Flame-Baited Abbot anywhere else. But I think turn 2 Steel Overseer, and then he'll probably bolt it, but if he doesn't, I can go turn 3 Worker, and then either Ravager or Ballista and activate Steel Overseer, and that sounds decent to me. If I didn't have an Arcbound Ravager, it'd be closer. I don't know. Also, it's worth mentioning, I've actually never played a deck with Arcbound Ravager in it more than once in my life. I think I played 1 league in my life playing Affinity, the traditional Affinity deck with Cranial Platings and Vault Scourges, whereas this deck does not have those cards. So it looks like he's going to play some number of stuff this turn. Yeah, there's a Hollow One. Only 1 Hollow One though, so that's good. I'm going to go to 17. And then I'm going to untap and play a Steel Overseer. And I'll play the Pendelhaven. I imagine maybe I should have played the Pendelhaven as my first land. So that way if I draw like entirely creature lands and Darksteel Citadels, I'm not certain. So we're just going to put Steel Overseer into play. This is the bee's knees, the guy. If you get to untap a Steel Overseer, usually you win, but that's playing the traditional Affinity deck. My cat is in front of my monitor right now. Okay, she has moved. I didn't even have to move her as usual. Also, I apologize if at any point you, lone viewer out there, if you had to listen to me yell at my cat. I tend to talk to my cat a lot. She's a very vocal cat, and she likes to be talked to, so if I talk to her, that's geez. Well, what can we do now? Incidentally, I don't think I play the Hardened Scales this turn, right? Because if I go like... Well, no, maybe I do. Yeah, I definitely do. If I go like Hardened Scales Walking Ballista, I can shoot down one of the Flame-Bladed Adepts, and it's really unlikely I'm dead then. And I can double block this Flame-Bladed Adept and possibly eat it. Probably not, though. Yeah, I think we're going to go Hardened Scales Walking Ballista. We'll play the Walking Ballista. No, that's terrible. What am I doing? Play the Hardened Scales first, because that's what the card does. Now we're going to play the Walking Ballista. Okay, 1, 2. Done. And then we're just going to immediately activate Steel Overseer, since clearly our opponent doesn't have a Lightning Bolt, otherwise he would have bolted the Steel Overseer immediately. If my opponent bolts my Steel Overseer here, I think he's a madman. Well, no, actually no, that's perfectly reasonable. I didn't have any creatures anyway. Yeah. Maybe... No, playing the Walking Ballista first is just terrible. Okay, so we're just going to activate Steel Overseer right now, I think. Yeah. I'm just going to activate it right now. And then I'm not going to shoot down Flame-Bladed Adepts right away, because there might be some world where I shoot down the Hollow One. I don't think there is, but there potentially could be. Okay. We're probably just going to shoot down one of the Flame-Bladed Adepts here and take a pile of damage. And then next turn, I can maybe kill him with Arcbound Ravager. I didn't count, but I might be able to kill him with Arcbound Ravager. Oh, I should always yield to this. Actually, so if I don't block anything here, I die. Okay, so I do have to kill one of the Flame-Blade Adepts. So, because I'm pretty sure if I leave all the counters in my Walking Ballista, I definitely kill him this turn. Let's see how he attacks. Okay, so he's dead. I'm pretty sure he's dead. I didn't count, but like I started to count and it like very quickly reached 1,000,000. So I'm fairly confident he's really dead here. Oh, he can have something here to not die. If he has a blocker, he may not die. Okay, so he has another hollow one. I might be able to kill him through a hollow one. I don't know, I didn't count. So if I deal 4... Oh, he has a bolt too. Okay, well now he's definitely not dead. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, well this might be tough. Well, no, I can make 3 more ones. He might still be dead. Depends on what I draw, I think. Welding Jar. He might be dead. Oh no, I can't play both of these. He's definitely not dead. I only have 3 mana. So we're gonna go Arcbound Worker, Arcbound Ravager, Welding Jar. I guess we lead with the Welding Jar. That's probably pretty minimal because if he has any kind of way to do anything, he would have done it already. Now we're gonna play the Arcbound Worker. Yeah. Now we're gonna play the Arcbound Ravager. And then we're gonna attack him with Walking Ballista, and if he doesn't block, he's dead, right? Because I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so there's 8 counters on the Walking Ballista. So he has to... Ooh, actually no. This is interesting. Yeah, I can't attack on my I can't attack on my Walking Ballista. That doesn't do anything. Or no, maybe it does. If I attack with it, I can make it have 8 counters on it, so then I can trade it with both his hollow ones. I don't think that's good. Well, no. It trades with one of his... I keep it. I have a 4/4 Ballista because what's going to happen is I'm going to let damage go through with my 8/8 Walking Ballista, and then... Or no, it's going to be bigger than an 8/8 because I have an Arcbound Worker. Is he just dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I attack him here, and I think I kill all of his stuff. Right? Because I put a bunch of counters on this, he blocks, then I wait, and then on his turn, I shoot down this. This is going to have 7 counters left on it. Then I shoot down this, it's going to have 5 counters left on it. Yeah. So we're going to attack with our Walking Ballista here. And he has a block. This is a force block. If he doesn't block, he's dead. Oh, okay. Well, okay. So this is pretty easy. I'm going to sacrifice this Welding Jar. My opponent just accidentally didn't... Maybe he didn't realize. Maybe he didn't realize how big my Walking Ballista is about to get. But had he blocked... Yeah, he counted. Had he blocked, what would happen is... I would pump my Ballista up to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? 12, 12, I think. And then I would have shot down all his shit. What am I against? The Hollow One deck? Nature's Claim kills Hollow One, but nothing else. I don't think that's good. Tormod's Crypt and Relic are probably good enough. Are they, though? I don't think Evolutionary Leap is good enough to bring in. It's probably good enough to take out. It's probably bad enough to take out, rather. And I think I'm going to leave in the Welding Jars. I think they're probably pretty good. They may not be very good, but I think that they're probably in here for a reason. And part of that reason is to help with the Mox Opals. And also, he has probably post-board like 7 ways to kill my Steel Overseer. Maybe he brings in Collective Brutality, and Welding Jar doesn't work against that. But I don't think he brings in Collective Brutality. I think he at most has Bolts and maybe Lightning Axes. I don't know if people play Lightning Axe. I don't know how to sideboard here. I think I'm going to cut the animation modules. I think they may be too slow for this matchup. And like any game that goes long, I assume I'm just gonna like take over completely. So I'm not worried about things that are good in the long game because I already should just take over completely. Maybe the Throne of Geth is actually worse than Animation Module. You know, let's cut 1 and 1 because I'm not actually sure which one is better or worse. So I'll hedge on being wrong or right. You know, like I'll just leave 1 and 1 in and have a little bit more variance. Now we have this hand. I mean, I drew a sideboard card, so that means it's a snap keep, right? Incidentally, I actually think I am going to keep this hand. I have 2 Arcbound Workers and a Walking Ballista, so I can like get 3 counters on it pretty quick. God, this is so freaking weird. I don't know what's going on. Then I have a Relic of Agendas, which isn't nothing. Sometimes he'll keep a hand that's very graveyard heavy without hollow ones, and he'll try to be playing Gurmag Anglers, and the Relic will just get him. Let's keep. I'm just assuming, by the way, that his deck list is the same as the Hollow One deck that I am familiar with, which is just like, you know, Bloodghasts and Flamewake Phoenixes and Hollow Ones and Gurmag Anglers and the like. And of course Flame-Blade Adepts, which is, I think, one of the best cards in the entire deck. Ooh, Mox Opal was a good draw, for those that are wondering. That was, in fact, good. That's gonna be a spoiler alert for you guys. Mox Opal was a good draw there. I'm gonna play an Arcbound Worker. God, freaking casting Arcbound Worker in Modern, I never thought it would come to this. But this is where we are. Maybe I shouldn't be bringing in Relics and Tormod's Crypts against him either also, because I'm not worried about his Flamewake Phoenixes and his Bloodghasts, because those are only good in games that go like a little bit longer, and I shouldn't be worried about that. So I'm not certain about that, bringing the Graveyard Hate against this deck. Because this deck operates pretty well. It still operates without its Graveyard. And it's not like or rather, it's not like Graveyard Hate just is that like nail in the coffin, he's done, he can't ever beat it. So it's potentially not good enough against him. And I think... Oh, we're going to Burning Inquiry. Well, now I don't know what's going to happen next turn. Okay. So we lost the Pendelhaven. We lost the Walking Ballista. He just scooped, so apparently what he discarded was pretty bad. He really needed to... He didn't want to deal with not having this Hollow One in his hand, I guess. I guess that was it for him. Well, that was pretty quick. I guess that's over. This one won't take very long to upload, so... At least not for my internet. So, I guess I'll be back for round 2.